Good afternoon and welcome inside the Nicholas Athletic Center on the campus of Buckingham Brown and Nichols in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Once again, we've got BB&N boys hockey for you here on Knights Hockey on YouTube. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. I'm Steve Clay, and yes, it finally happened. After 38 straight games in the ISL Eberhart without a victory, 42 games if you count ISL Keller games, dating all the way back to February 25th, 2023. On Wednesday, the Knights of BB&N won an ISL game in a classic matchup, beating Groton by a score of 2-1 in overtime. Hunter Barone with the goal almost 3 minutes into the extra session. Very defensive game. BB&N fended off a lot of shots. James Potter, unbelievable in net for BB&N. And they came out with the ISL win. That improves their overall record to 10-11 on the year. This afternoon they'll take on, after just beating the Zebras on Wednesday, they'll take on the other Zebras of Middlesex School here at BB&N this afternoon. Two teams met earlier in the year at the Barber tournament. BB&N probably not ready to go at the opening puck drop. Middlesex was all over them from the get-go, ran out to an early lead and hung on for a 6-2 victory. But BB&N since then playing a lot better, and we'll see how the response is today and how they come out in the first period. It'll be James Potter in net for BB&N once again. It'll be senior Matt Cloutier in net for Middlesex. As starting to count down the number of games left in the season and home dates. BB&N will have 2 home games in a row, Friday night and Saturday afternoon. They'll play Belmont Hill tomorrow here at BB&N. Then they're on the road against Nobles on Wednesday. Then they are back home on Friday night. Next Friday night, the 20th, is senior night for the class of 2026. It's a game against Mount St. Charles. And then just 3 more games after that to finish them off. 2 of them on the road at Roxbury Latin, at St. Mark's, and then finishing it up with a home game against Brooks. So that's the path for the rest of the season for BB&N. We're going to get started momentarily. We'll be right back with you. Ready to go here at BB&N. It was a kind of a short bench for Kaysen Homan and Ed Bourget in the game against Groton. They wound up playing really about 6 forwards and 4D down the stretch. And we'll see. Boys got a well-deserved optional practice on Thursday. And we'll see how they respond today. They're back in this is crunch time, the meat of the schedule right here. It'll be Hunter Barone's line to start for BB&N with Jack Williams and Bear Tang for Middlesex. Luke Sardone will be on one side of Jamison Nicosia, and Charlie Brand the senior captain for Middlesex, is on the left wing as we are ready to go and we are underway. And quickly off the draw, Jack Williams able to get it and get it in deep for BB&N. Cloutier out to play it. BB&N with the forecheck, kept in the corner, and Middlesex tries to work it around. They cannot get it out. Now they do just get it out. Came to Sardone briefly, but he was unable to corral it, and now BB&N will play it in their own zone. Crabtree plays it across to Jack Williams. Williams scoops it up to center ice where Matt Palmer stops it, but the forecheck of Barone keeps it alive and then comes back out to center ice. Ryan Clay gets a shot in on Cloutier, and Cloutier able to make the save, and BB&N able to make the full-scale change. 11:14 left to go in the first period. This one comes all the way down in, no icing. Cam Roof able to get to it, but now Middlesex picks it up. And the shot and a block. Now the pass in front. This is Hex Packard trying to get the puck in front, but Tiger Tang with it now. Finally able to get it to Jack Dalio. Dalio goes one way, goes the other way. Now he's just going to flip it around. It comes crazily off the sideboards onto Liam Walker's stick, and this one's just going to be cleared to center ice by Dalio. So a little trouble for the second line for BB&N. This is Giuseppe Moriello. He gets it over the line looking for David Moroz, but can't connect. Flipped out by Nolan Hartman on the third line for BB&N. This one's back in deep. Potter holds it up. Clay will play it, waits for the check. Check never comes, so he's able to get it to Robbins. Robbins flips it out to center ice. James Ferreira giving chase, but Dom Parisi is back for it for Middlesex. And the Zebras clear it out. Now it's Parker Boyce trying to take it down the right wing. He drops it for Conlon. But Clay with it, he plays it out, and BB&N able to get it out, but that one's going to be icing as the forward line tries to scramble off the ice, but they will be prevented from doing so as the offside call means the faceoff will come all the way back down to James Potter's right. 15:49 left to go in the first, no score. I believe in the game at Middlesex. Middlesex was already up 2-0 at this point. There's a shot off the draw by Lucas Leon. Does not get through. Clay takes it behind his net. Now he'll play it up to Robbins. Quickly, though, the attack on Robbins and the long pass down. That's going to be icing. And again, they're going to get everybody back on the ice. Nolan Hartman tried to clear it down softly for BB&N. And did not succeed, so it's icing. And so it'll be Hartman to take the draw. Again, Hartman, only a freshman. He played last year as an 8th grader on this squad, but getting lots of minutes as a freshman this year. Now the play down low, couple of chances, and Potter able to make the grab. Sardone managed to get around Ryan Clay and get a shot off. And the rebound was there and a high shot. And I think Potter grabbed it. Might have been going over the net, but not taking any chances was James Potter. As we said earlier, Potter outstanding against Groton and really the difference maker in that game. Now, BB&N trying to get it out, but it's kept in at the half boards. Work down into the right wing corner. Pass across in front. Can't connect. That was Nicosia trying to get it out in front. Now it squirts loose, and Williams will get it across. Bear Tang trying to chase it down the left wing side. Matt Palmer. And they clear it out to center ice. And Brand will just get it in deep. He'll change. Tiger Tang is back for it, but Sardone with the forecheck, keeping it alive in the right wing corner. Now it comes loose to Cam Roof. Roof will immediately work it back around. And Bear Tang will get it out to center ice, but they give it right back. And coming right back in on the rush is Middlesex. Ian King gets the puck towards the net, not on net, but it comes up to the left point, and Hex Packard keeps it alive. Shinozaki now with it. Down to Packard, below the net, tries to come out top. They looked for, Shinozaki looked across the goal mouth, looking for Moroz, couldn't get it to him. There's another shot in that is tipped aside, and BB&N able to finally clear it out of their own zone and finish the change. This one comes back in. It's hit by Moroz, though, so no icing. And now Walker tries to just chip it up, but it's hit back in by Middlesex. Middlesex has tilted the ice in the last couple of minutes. Now Scott Crabtree with it. He brings it out. He'll chip it over to Walker. Walker over the blue line, trying to look on the far side. Couple of whacks at it by Ben Romer, but wouldn't go in. And now the puck in the corner. And it comes back out to center ice where it is taken by Leon. Chips it out in front, but it's controlled by Romer, and he takes off with it. Romer will dump it in. Avoids the check as the forward line is changing. Nolan Hartman is out for the forecheck, but Alex Robbins is there too. And there's a brief turnover as Nolan Hartman got a stick on it, but Middlesex able to work it out. Now Clay will take it at center ice. He's got Parker Boyce hard on him. Clay will get the red line and dump it in, where it's picked up by Ben Laux. And he works it out. Nicosia dumps it into the left wing corner. Roof is back for it. Nolan Hartman is there as well. Puck pops out. Ferreira can't get it. They put it into the slot. Try a backhand pass. Looking for Nicosia. Can't connect. Now Tiger Tang overskates it. Comes back out into the slot. And Robbins is just going to play it away. And now Tiger Tang's going to come up with it. Tries the long bank pass for Robbins and couldn't connect. 12:05 left to go in the first. They chase Roof. Roof immediately brings it out, gets it to Robbins. Robbins to Williams. Williams has the offensive zone. He'll bring it all the way around. He's got Roof at the left point, but he's going to circle with it. He's going to just keep it in and get it down. Dalio tries to cross it, but now in front of chance, and Barone can't convert. Barone now with it again. Tried to take it immediately to the near post. Couldn't jam it in and tied up behind the net. BB&N comes up with it. They play it all the way back to the right point. Crabtree able to just get it down in, and now this one's going to be flipped out by Middlesex. So a good little rush for BB&N, but now quickly the other way as it's overskated by Moroz. 2-on-1 opportunity, and Moroz just overskated it. Now Roof will take it in. Two defenders on him. And the long pass out. Nobody had moved back when Roof moved in. Shot. Crabtree able to get a stick on it. Goes over the net. Kept in by Packard in the right wing corner. Crabtree on him. Packard trying to come out with it. Tied up by Crabtree. Gets it down a little bit lower into the corner, and now it'll be taken by Roof. Roof will play it to Romer. Romer tries to take it in by himself. Gets stood up, but Walker is there. They work it all the way around. It'll come back to Tiger Tang at the left point. His shot goes way wide. Ryan Clay will keep it in at the point. Gets it down to Walker. Walker can't quite turn it. Breaks his stick. Trying to lay the hit. And now for Middlesex, it's dumped in by Morello, who loses an edge and gets it down in on Potter. Clay has to quickly turn it aside to Robbins. Robbins to Dalio. Dalio again trying to get it out of the zone, but it's picked up, and the shot and the glove save by James Potter as the turnover put the puck right on the stick of Parker Boyce. And Potter was up to the task. 9:50 left to go in the first. No score. Off the draw, it's poked into the corner. Ryan Clay will chase it into the corner. He's able to get it away from Conlon and gets it up the boards a little bit, but Ferreira and Conlon fighting for it. Puck goes over the glass and out. It'll be a face-off with 9:41 left to go in the first. Chances on both sides. This definitely looks like a more even game than the first time these two teams met. And there's a shot that's blocked. Roof able to just get it to the corner. Williams will pick it up. Tries to come all the way across. It is batted down, but Robbins with it. Robbins will dump it into the right wing corner. Ferreira giving chase. Nolan Hartman is there first. Big collision with Bartfield. This one's kept in at the point by Williams. Big hit down low. Ferreira and BB&N able to keep the puck in. Ferreira with it. The shot. Cloutier with the save. And the rebound goes to the right wing half boards where BB&N continues to scrap for it. But now Middlesex breaking out, hops over Lucas Leon's stick, and he decides to just dump it in, and Middlesex gets a full change. Jack Williams will retreat back behind his own net. He's got Nicosia on him. Nicosia right out in front. The shot, I think Potter got a piece of it as the Middlesex forecheck able to get it away from BB&N. Now Williams to Roof. Roof back to Williams. And now the pass right out in front of the goal mouth, but it gets it to Tiger Tang, who's able to get it out. The pass ahead, the shot, and the score! Cam Roof jumping up into the play. No, sorry, it's Hunter Barone. Barone, so I thought I saw 10, but it was 19. Hunter Barone with the goal for BB&N, and it is 1-0 BB&N. Barone with the goal. Great pass. A great pass from Tiger Tang. 8:22 left to go in the first. And BB&N with the 1-0 lead. Puck back in the BB&N zone. Clay works it around to Walker. Now Crabtree can't get it out. There's a shot. Hit something going through, but BB&N able to break out with it. Pass just too far ahead for Romer, but no icing. Now Middlesex will take the puck. Walker with the hard hit on Shinozaki. And now Middlesex will try the dump in. Icing waved off. Clay able to fend off Shinozaki and get it cleared out. Ooh, dangerous play over by the BB&N bench with bodies changing. Lucky it didn't hit a skate of the player getting off, or that would have been too many men. This one back into the zone. Leon chases it against Clay. Clay tries the reverse hit and now just comes out and whips the puck over to Crabtree, and Crabtree will get it to Walker. Walker tries to hit what he thought was a breaking Ferreira, but Ferreira was not breaking. And so they missed the pass, and it wound up being an icing. 7:12 left to go in the first period. And I apologize, the scoreboard had said 1-0 all along in the first period. Call it premonition, if you will, or just call it Steve screwed up. But now the score is correct. It is 1-0 BB&N on the Hunter Barone goal on a great pass from Bear Tang. Crabtree whips it around. Walker holds. Now he'll try and work it out, but can only get it out to center ice. Matt Palmer dumps it back in. Clay, who was trying to change, comes back to pick it up. He whips it around. Robbins able to get it loose. Now Alex Robbins breaks down the left wing side, gets contested. The shot gets contested, and it goes wide, but it's kept in by Nolan Hartman. Back out to center ice. Tiger Tang just dumps it right back in. That is the way BB&N wants to play. It's the way they've been playing for the last 6 weeks or so. Pass out in front from Ferreira to Robbins. Robbins tries to go to Tiger Tang, but he can't hang on to it. And Sardone coming the other way. Roof is back on D. Sardone circles, tries to leave it in front. Good play by Tiger Tang to get the block. And Roof, with a little bit of sleight of hand to work this one out, he brings it over the blue line, tries to get it in deep, but it is broken up, and Parisi takes it for Middlesex as the Zebras try and work it out, but Beartang gets it back in. Was going to be a delayed offside. Now comes out to Sardone. His shot. Potter sees it all the way and hangs on for the faceoff. 5:44 left to go in the first. BB&N with the 1-0 lead. Hunter Barone the goal. We have Beartang with the assist. We'll check the scoring at the period break, but for right now it's Barone on the faceoff. As they get everybody set. And off the faceoff, it was Shinozaki on the faceoff. It's one to the corner. Ryan Clay ties it up. Now it squirts free for Barone. They're going to chase Barone, but he's able to get away, and we're going to have a penalty. We're going to have a tripping call as BB&N trying to get the extra attacker on, but we're going to have a trip as Barone was tripped coming out of his own zone. The Middlesex forecheck has been very aggressive and frankly very effective in the first period of play, and Barone tried to work it out himself and the old proverbial stick in a bad spot, and it's Kota Shinozaki that goes to the box for a trip, and BB&N will go to the power play with 5:26 left to go in the first period. Now quickly it's taken, possible 2-on-1, Sardone, but good back check by Jack Dalio. Takes it for BB&N and then brings it out himself. Waits for everybody else to show up. Now we'll get it down in deep and chase after it. Matt Palmer is there, and Palmer able to get control of it and send it all the way down. 1:34 left to go on the BB&N power play, and Roof now with some speed. Over the blue line, over the red line, into the attacking zone. He pulls up, he gets it back to the point. Pass over, a shot by Barone. Now out behind the net, a shot, and somehow through the maze of bodies it hit Cloutier. As Jack Dalio was chasing it behind the net, managed to come up with it and get it out for a great one-time opportunity for Barone. Plenty of a screen in front, but unfortunately for Hunter Barone, it hit some of that screen in front, or it got through to Cloutier. And Cloutier was able to make the save. 1:12 left to go on the power play. Ryan Clay knocks it back to Crabtree off the faceoff. Now quickly through, tip opportunity, goes wide, and now Ferreira with it. Gets it in the middle, Walker with the shot, the rebound. Clay can't quite get to it. Now Clay behind the net, tries to get it around. Robbins to Clay. Clay now back to Robbins. Robbins walks off the half board, the shot, and Cloutier able to make the save. 44 seconds left to go on the man advantage, and both power play units looked good on that sequence. They just couldn't put another one past Matt Cloutier, the senior goalie for Middlesex. Now the top power play unit back on with 44 seconds left to go in the power play and 4:09 left to go in the first. Off the draw, Jack Williams chases it into the corner. This one pops up right out in the middle of the ice, but Hunter Barone can't get to it, and this one's going to be cleared all the way down. Sardone chasing it, and the play is stopped by Sardone, but now BB&N able to come up with it, and with 20 seconds left, they'll be able to start out on the rush. Cam Roof picks it up and gets to top speed quickly. Now back to Barone. Barone over to Romer. Romer over the line. Romer holds. Romer walks in off the right wing half boards. Tries to get it out into the front. Williams just couldn't get it, and the long pass down, and that's going to be icing. I don't think Cam Roof realized that Shinozaki was out of the box, and so he had to chase after that one pretty quickly to get it to be icing, but it is. So 3:21 left to go in the first, and BB&N with the 1-0 lead. Nolan Hartman to take the draw. Again, he's got Alex Robbins on one side and James Ferreira on the other. Puck back to Clay at the point, hard shot, low. Don't know if it got tipped or if it made it through to Cloutier, but turned over at center ice and just flipped right back in by the Knights. And now the play is up and coming through center ice. This is Moroz. Moroz with the give and go with Packard. Moroz gets it in the right wing corner. Back to Packard. Now Moroz. Trying to get it out in front, but BB&N jamming it up pretty well in the corner. And now it is poked ahead. And now comes over to Clay. Clay able to get it to Ferreira. Ferreira just tips it out ever so gently. Great tip by James Ferreira to prevent the icing. BB&N able to get a full change as Ian King with speed brings it in. They've got a delayed offside. Tiger Tang looking, gets to his twin brother. Bear gives it to Barone, back out to the left point. The shot in on Cloutier. Rebound was there for a minute, and now 3 players rushing for Middlesex, but it comes back out. Good tip there by Hunter Barone with the defense. This one comes over to the left wing side, and it's left. Bear leaves it for Tiger. Tiger will just get it in the left wing corner, and BB&N will change. Long pass across is just tipped by Milo Conlon to prevent the icing, and this one comes all the way around and out. And BB&N able to change the D behind the play again, bring out their 2 seniors, Scott Crabtree and Ryan Clay. His pass comes all the way up to Stephen Shen, and that play was offside at the line. 1:22 left to go in the first. BB&N with the only goal of the first period. Hunter Barone at about the 10-minute mark of the first period. Dalio to take the draw. Gets it back to Clay. Clay will hold. Now tries the pass to Walker. Walker, though, able to get it as it got through Sardone. Now in the offensive zone. Dalio able to tip it deep. Dom Parisi will try and clear it out. Great stop by Dalio. He gets it in on Cloutier. There's a rebound available, and Dalio tries to get it back out in front. This one's just cleared all the way out. And now a chance for Parisi. Sorry, for Sardone. But great D by Scotty Crabtree. Clay had stepped up to try and intercept the pass, but Sardone got around him. That one goes off of Liam Walker's butt, and this one goes wide of Potter. And now BB&N having to run around a little bit, but they're able to get it to Crabtree. Crabtree gets it to Walker, and BB&N will get a full change with just 27 seconds left to go in the first period. So BB&N trying to get to the room, as here's the flip for Sardone. Sardone breaks in. BB&N, though, collapses on it. Shot comes out from a hard angle. Potter able to be there. Now the long flip out. They're going to call icing on this. I thought James Ferreira got it, but with 5 seconds left, they're going to call icing on BB&N. And so that'll bring the face-off down in front of James Potter. And it'll be up to Hunter Barone taking the draw to neutralize the attack for the last 5 seconds. Sardone will take the draw for Middlesex. Tries to win it ahead, but it is sent to the boards nicely. Great face-off play by Hunter Barone. And that is the end of the first period of play with the score BB&N 1 and Middlesex 0. We've got the scoring as Hunter Barone at the 9:38 mark, 9:38 mark of the first period from, we believe, from Bear Tang. And we'll check if there's a second assist on that. That is the only goal of the game. After one, BB&N 1, Middlesex nothing. We'll be back with second period action after the first intermission. Welcome back to the Nicholas Athletic Center at BB&N. We're ready for second period action. Between BB&N and Middlesex. The only goal of the first period was BB&N's Hunter Barone from Bear Tang at about 9, almost 10 minutes of the second period. We're ready to go for the second. BB&N going from left to right in front of us, and Ryan Clay flips it in on Cloutier to get things started in the second. This one is tipped all the way down. It's going to be icing on Middlesex. Clay back down for it. So Barone from Bear Tang. For Barone, that's his 9th goal of the year. Bear Tang, that's his 5th assist. Barone, second on the team in scoring with 24 points, trails Ben Romer by 2. Barone will take the draw, but it's one into the corner by Dom Parisi. Flips it all the way around, and this one's out to center ice. Crabtree able to just get a stick on it. Middlesex can't get it in. Now they do manage to get it in, and Crabtree able to flip it around, but it's intercepted. They come right in front. Clay with a huge hit as Nicosia trying to get the puck, and he was looking down, puck right at his feet playing it, and Clay came over and just shoulder to shoulder knocked him over. This one comes down and is going to be icing. Jack Dalio out to take the draw for the Knights. He's got Ben Romer on his left side and Liam Walker on his right. Puck one to Walker on the right side. He flips it down in, trying to get it to Romer, but it comes all the way back to the point to Tiger Tang. Romer now with it. He'll flip it toward that corner, toward Dalio, but he can't get it, and they come out with it. Now here's a chance. Shinozaki breaks in. The shot and the pad save by Potter. And now it's taken out. Dalio with it, and looked offside, but we play on. Put right back out in front, and the chance. Walker with the chance. Now he's got it again behind the net. Back to the point. Roof steps into one and hits the post. Don't know if that got tipped going through, but Cam Roof walked into that one. Now Walker back at the left point. There's a tip opportunity. That doesn't go. Roof will chase it all the way down in. Nobody back right now on D for BB&N. But Ryan Clay now hops over the boards. He comes out to grab it. He survives the hit attempt from Packard and is able to get the puck out. Ferreira dumps it in deep. Parisi will play it. Ryan Clay's laid a couple of big hits here in this second period. Lucas Leon will work it up. Parker Boyce chases it in the left wing corner, all the way around to the right wing side to Matt Palmer. Now it's back. Clay cuts off the path of Boyce. This one comes out in front, and it's able to be taken away. Ferreira, Robbins, tries to get it back in stride to Ferreira, but can't, and now breaking the other way. A chance for Nicosia, but I think he was at the end of his shift and just didn't have that burst of speed to break in, so he tried to make a play. Now Middlesex cycles it in the offensive corner, so come back to Conlon in the right wing. Play behind the net, no whistle there, back out to the point, and a great block by Ferreira, and it's pocket picked by Robbins. He works it back in, and now it's dumped in, and there were people playing the puck. I have a not good feeling for BB&N here. I think that's going to be too many men on the ice as Ferreira, the puck was right in front of him, but his replacement was already on the ice. And I believe we are going to have a call for too many men on the ice against BB&N, but it'll be Nolan Hartman coming out to serve, and BB&N will retreat back into their own zone as they go on the penalty kill. So first penalty of the day for BB&N, and a crucial opportunity for Middlesex to get back into this one as they trail 1-0 and have their first power play of the game. Shinozaki will take the draw against Jack Dalio. Dalio gets it to Roof. Roof gets it all the way up off the boards and out. Hunter Barone giving chase, and the puck comes right in on Cloutier. Hunter Barone being a pest. And then the forwards will change for BB&N. Romer and Ferreira come on. Shinozaki takes it into the zone. He'll pull up. Try and get it down in deep. Tiger Tang plays it along, but it is stopped. Back out at the right point. Loose for a minute. BB&N thought they could try and jump on it. Now this one comes to Ferreira. He can't get it all the way down, but he does manage to clear the zone. 1:17 left to go in the man advantage. And now another pickpocket move. Romer gets it back from Ferreira, tries the backhand. Now he plays it back. Tiger Tang tries to get the shot on net, but coming the other way is Middlesex. They're onside. The drop pass and a lot of passing out in front, but nothing came of it. But meanwhile, BB&N able to get a change. 51 seconds left to go on the power play. It'll be Barone and Jack Williams out on the front line for BB&N with Clay and Crabtree on D. Barone will take the draw against Parker Boyce. Boyce wins it cleanly back to the point. Morose. Now they get it to the left point, and the tip opportunity goes up and over the net by Hex Packard. Barone comes out with it, and that one comes right at the camera position. Are you all right? So Jack Dalio's dad, John, our intrepid camera person, usually he doesn't get hazard pay, but might have to today. But Hunter Barone able to clear it out, although the draw does come back into the BB&N zone. And Middlesex keeps up with 24 seconds left on the power play. Puck behind the net. Middlesex looks all the way back out to the point. Parisi now plays it over to the right point. Shot comes through. That's wide. Maybe looking for a tip. Barone able to get it out. Williams will chase, but everybody's going to change. And can they get out fast enough? Actually, Crabtree stayed behind as Clay changed on D. This one's going to be offside. We're back at 5 aside. BB&N killing off the penalty as this one now is kept in at the blue line, but now comes to Romer. Then Romer with some speed. He'll look back into the middle. And for a minute, we thought it was going to be another too many men on the ice for BB&N, as now Middlesex with it. Sardone will get it in, but not deep, and it's brought out by Tiger Tang. Tries to look over to Dalio, but it's tipped into his own corner by Sardone. For BB&N forecheck. Get out in front and a chance, and I think Cloutier got a piece of that as Robbins with the tip. As they've got Robbins now out playing with Romer and Dalio. A little bit of a makeshift line after the penalty kill, but of course Robbins and Romer played together for the first 2 years they were here and have been a great combo as this one comes all the way down, and it's going to be icing. The player at the blue line who was supposed to tip the shot, David Morose, dropped his stick. And it will be icing on Middlesex. So the puck comes all the way down. It'll be to the right of Matt Cloutier. 11:38 left to go in the second period. BB&N with the 1-0 advantage. Barone. The puck comes in and a shot for Williams and a good save, pad save by Cloutier. Now Sardone trying to rush. They leave it back into the slot, but it can't connect. Williams gets it out, picked up by Bear Tang. Bear taking it into the right wing corner. Comes all the way out with it. Stops. Steamrollered by Matt Palmer. And this one comes around to the near side. Barone giving chase for it. And Moriello able to get it out. The long pass ahead. Clay able to just play it back in. Two teams play ping pong with it at center ice. And Giuseppe Moriello will get it back and begin the play out. That did tip off a Middlesex stick, so no icing. But Crabtree with it and ahead of steam. He'll get it in deep. Dalio trying to come out of the corner with it. Now it's back to the point. Shot is blocked, but it's still loose in front. Moriello blocked the shot from Tiger Tang, sorry. Now Romer first to the corner, leaves it behind him, and big collision, and Romer had lost his stick, so he tried to just, and they are going to call that. They are, this is like upside down world. They made the call behind the play. Ben Romer was trying to go for his own stick, and it was knocked away. Knocked away by, I believe, by Parker Boyce, and he's going to the penalty box. I believe unsportsmanlike conduct will be the call, and with 10:03 left to go in the second period, it'll be a power play, the second power play of the night for BB&N. It'll be the second unit to start. Liam Walker, who's just been playing with so much confidence the last couple of weeks. They get it into the corner. Clay trying to get it with Parisi. Parisi gets it around. Now it's put back out in the middle, and Middlesex going to try a rush. Parisi with it. His shot turned aside by Potter. Stick the side into the netting. As that was, Luke Sardone on the rush for Middlesex. 1:44 left to go on the BB&N power play. The Knights will change up their power play unit. It'll be Jack Dalio. But Sardone chases the puck into the corner and tries to tie it up. Taking seconds off the clock. Now it comes around to Roof. Roof starts to bring it out himself. Now he'll leave it behind for Romer. Romer to Barone. Barone will bring it in. Barone into the corner. He'll play it back. Try to get it back, and this one goes just beyond Roof. And then Roof has it jump on him a little bit. This one's going to be offside, and Middlesex will change. 1:05 left to go on the power play for BB&N. Now Roof will take it in and drop it once again for Roof. Sorry, drop it for Romer. Now it's back to Roof. Romer looks. Defenseman falls. Shot comes through. Cloutier with the save. And on the rebound, it can't go in. Somehow the BB&N guys were all raising their sticks as Dalio was there. Walker was there. And it looked like the net was empty. But they couldn't get it through. And now Ben Romer picks the top corner. It's a power play goal for BB&N, and they lead 2-0. you could see, because we are right behind it, you could see Ben Romer's eyes basically like going awooga on that top corner, and then he picked that corner. He had it, the little laser lock in there. .8:29 left to go in the second period. It's a power play goal for Ben Romer and the BB&N Knights. And they lead 2-0. Clay gets it in deep. Middlesex tries to get it out, but Liam Walker picks it up. Walker with the shot. It's blocked. He still has it. BB&N now buzzing around the net. Walker with the chance, and Cloutier has it somewhere and just tries to freeze wherever that puck was. Just tried to freeze. So for Ben Romer, that's his 10th goal of the year and his team leading 27th point. And it gives BB&N a 2-0 lead. Barone will take the draw. Tied up into the corner and now brought out by Middlesex. Tiger Tang will chase it back. Kept in at the left point by Cam Bartfield, but along the half boards now it's out and comes out, and that one's going to be played with a high stick by Barone. And the faceoff will come outside the Middlesex zone with 7:41 left to go in the second period. Nicosia will take the draw for Middlesex against Barone. And it's one back for Roof. Roof just gets it out to center ice where Williams gets it in deep. And Bear Tang will chase. Ian King is back though, but he can't clear it out. It's kept in. And now the puck is worked out by Middlesex, but no angle for them to get any penetration. And the puck comes around. And now Roof will pick it up behind his own net. And now he'll start it out. Gets away from two players, but can't get it out of the zone. Comes back in on to Tiger. And now back to the point. The shot through. Save made by Potter. He's still down. Now he gets up. They tried to take it behind the net and do something with it, and this one splits the D and comes all the way back in on Cloutier. Now the quick pass comes out, and that is offside. Ryan Clay was rushing to get there, but Kota Shinazaki had a couple of steps on him. Unfortunately, he also had a couple of steps on the red line, on the blue line as well. So it is called an intentional offside, and the puck will come all the way down to the left of Matt Cloutier. 6:39 left to go in the second. Matt Palmer off the draw gets it around, but it's kept in by Crabtree. Romer survives the hit. Gets it deep, but nobody there to pick it up. And now Middlesex will get it out to center ice. Crabtree able to just play it away. It bounces on Clay and goes to the corner for Middlesex, where it's kept in by Shinazaki behind the net. But now it comes all the way around to the right wing corner as Max Liang and Dalio combine. Now into the middle is a shot, a tip attempt. That was on net. Potter making the save. And Walker carries. He's got Romer. He just couldn't get it to the net. And now behind the net, still a scramble for it. Walker and Romer are there for BB&N. Romer comes out with it, fends off a couple of hits, but this one's just going to be cleared out, but a little too vigorously, and that will be icing on Middlesex. So a good push since the goal from BB&N as the Knights hold this 2-0 lead over Middlesex. Again, the first time these two teams met, both teams said it. BB&N just did not seem ready to play when the puck dropped, and a couple of quick goals by Middlesex in a hostile environment, and BB&N quickly found themselves on the wrong side of a 6-2 final. That was in December. This is a different team since then, and right now the Knights, with some great goaltending from James Potter and a couple of timely goals, they lead this one 2-0. Roof shot gets blocked and goes into the corner. It was Charlie Brand on the block, but kept in. Ferreira, Robbins, tries to get it right out front. Now Ferreira, and the hold, but they're not going to call that. And this one comes out. Tiger Tang will play it, gets it quickly back up, and Robbins able to work it in. Dom Parisi works it all the way around, but the only one there is Barone. He gets it to Robbins. Robbins with the shot and a rebound and a third chance, and Cloutier able to finally pounce on it as 3 chances for BB&N. The first one hit Cloutier in the mask, and a huge opportunity for BB&N, but a couple of great saves from Middlesex senior Matt Cloutier. 4:57 left to go in the second. Dalio, puck back to the point. Clay gets it in, down low, survives the hit from Ian King. Comes around to the other board. They can't do anything with it. Milo Conlon is there for Middlesex. Now Dalio, it comes free. Dalio puts it right back into the pile. Crabtree trying to fish it out of there. Now he does. Comes out with it. Sauce pass over to Clay. Clay falls, gets back up, is able to get it down to Bear Tang. Still battle for it on the boards. Back to Clay. He gets it down low. Takes a hit from Lucas Leon. And this one comes out now to Crabtree. Crabtree turns and fires. And they wave off the icing. And very quickly, BB&N will get a change with exactly 4 minutes left to go. Chance for Nicosia, but he couldn't get the puck up onto his stick. And that's going to be a penalty, as the check from behind is going to be a cross check on Tiger Tang. And so definitely what BB&N did not want to do was keep giving Middlesex chances here in the second period. A 2-0 lead for the Knights, but the Zebras will go back on the power play. 3:50 left to go in the second. Off the draw, it's Roof, can't come up with it. Now Williams does. His pass gets out, and now possible 2-on-1 as a great pass from Ferreira to Romer. Romer breaks in, and somehow Cloutier makes the save. Ben tried to get him to split the pads and then go 5-hole, and Cloutier managing to cover up. So a shorthanded opportunity. And a good one, a great little pass from Ferreira back to Romer. And now an offensive zone faceoff for BB&N while they're trying to kill this penalty. Dalio can't win it as Parisi comes up with it for Middlesex. Parisi to Moriello. Now they get it up. Big hit by Clay. But now a chance out in front. Just goes wide. Back to the point. Parisi. BB&N very aggressive on this penalty kill. And they managed to come up with the puck and clear it down. Everybody's going to change for BB&N with 1 minute and 11 seconds left to go. Still a lot of time for Middlesex on this power play as they'll leave it back to Luke Sardone. Sardone gets some running room, comes to the net, tries to put it out in front, goes to the right wing corner. Now back to the point. Now Sardone with it. He'll try and move in, gets it down low. The sauce pass comes out, but couldn't really be handled. And now it's flipped out by Romer. Romer with another chance. He's at the end of a long penalty killing shift, though. And they're going to wind up replacing him as this one comes down in. Potter will leave it for Roof. Roof will bank it up and out to center ice. And now Barone all alone. And he scores! Hunter Barone! They left him alone. Romer was changing late, and Barone came on and just said, well, you know what? Maybe I'll hang around here for a sec and see if anything happens. And they got the puck out to him, and shorthanded, there's still 19 seconds left to go on the power play for Middlesex. But with 2:08 left to go in the third period, it's Hunter Barone's second of the night, a shorthanded goal, and BB&N leads 3-0. Clay will take it off the draw and get it deep. And it's taken by Moriello. So now Middlesex in a big hole against a team that is playing good defense. Puck comes in on Potter. Potter able to grab it. Moriello was going full speed to Potter, and he got tangled with Scott Crabtree. And don't believe anything more is going to happen out of that. 2 seconds left to go on the Middlesex power play, and then some time for Alex Robbins to get on the ice. He'll replace Bear Tang when Tiger comes out of the box. Off the draw, goes to the corner. BB&M back at full strength. This one can't connect in the corner with Shen. But now he has it. Gets it back to the point. Left point, shot comes through, just goes wide. Believe that may have hit somebody as Robbins pulls up. Now Clay with it, tries to backhand it out, can't get it out. This one comes through on Potter, and he will make the save and hold it for the whistle. And now a little bit of extracurriculars briefly afterwards. And do we have a call here? We do have a call here. We got a high stick on Ryan Clay. So with 1:18 left to go, BB&N back to the penalty kill. As Clay for the high stick.
Go blue!
Puck one back to the point. Palmer. The shot. Potter square to it. Nicosia with the shot. But Potter is square to it. No traffic in front. And he was able to see it all the way and hang on for the faceoff. 1:12 left to go in the period. 1:54 left on the Clay penalty. It'll be Nicosia again to take the draw against Hunter Barone. Puck is won back to the point. Palmer just manages to keep it in. Now Palmer gets it back. Romer is right there on him. Palmer now will leave it. They come across. That one just stays in. This one wide of the net. Shot from the point. Now it's back to Palmer at the left point. He'll fake. Come down to Nicosia. Nicosia shoots it over the net. Sardone at the right point. He'll shoot it through. Rebound opportunity is blocked by Williams. Jack Williams with a nice block. Potter was moving over to get back into position off the rebound of the shot. Now there's another shot. Williams gets a block and almost a great backhand connection as the puck works its way in, but now bounces around and the shot. And Potter says, hey, I see that all the way. Grabbed it with the glove off of Luke Sardone. 18 seconds left in the period. 1 minute exactly left on the Ryan Clay penalty. BB&N trying to get to the locker room, up 3-0 here late in the second period. Parker Boyce to take the draw against Jack Dalio. Dalio wins it to the corner. Crabtree will send it all the way around and out by Ferreira. Now Ferreira's going to chase. Ferreira comes up with it. And this one's going to work all the way back. There's only 4 seconds left to go. And Crabtree is just going to freeze it in the corner. Doesn't even need to, as that is the end of the period. So 2 more goals for BB&N. They play with fire a little bit with some penalties. But at the end of 2 periods of play, goals in the second period from Ben Romer, a power play goal, and Hunter Barone, a shorthanded tally. And at the end of 2 periods, the score, BB&N 3 and Middlesex 0. We'll be back after the second intermission with third period action. Welcome back to BB&N. We are ready for third period action, and 3 is the magic number right now. Yes, it is. BB&N with 3 goals in the first 2 periods, and James Potter has not let one pass. And the Knights are up 3-0 as we head to the third period. 43 seconds left on the Middlesex power play as we begin the third. Ryan Clay in the box for high sticking. And so a chance for Middlesex right out of the gate here on the power play as Sardone takes it back into his own zone, gets it to Palmer. Palmer to Shinozaki. Shinozaki breaks in, pulls up, circles back, gets it back to the point. Sardone to Palmer. Now Nicosia can't handle it in the right wing corner, but gets it back, and they work it back. Now Palmer. The shot through, blocker save, and cleared away. 5 seconds left to go. And that will do it for the power play for Middlesex. BB&N back to 5 aside. And Middlesex tries to bring it back in. Dalio gets in the way. Now pass out in front, but good D there by Ben Romer, who was tying up. They were looking for the one-timer for Nicosia, but Nicosia couldn't one-time it because Ben Romer had his stick tied up. Now back to the point as the Zebras pressing the play, as you would expect them to do here to open the third. BB&N trying to withstand that rush, and now Tiger Tang gets it in the middle. Walker leaves it for Dalio. Dalio will just flip it in deep. BB&N forwards will chase. D changing behind. This one comes all the way back to Crabtree. Crabtree will play it quickly to Clay. Clay has to get away with it. He chips it out. Romer chips it ahead. Walker gives chase. And is pesky on the forecheck on King. But they can't come up with anything. Puck comes all the way around, and on the fresh ice comes back out. Middlesex starts it up again, goes into the corner. Clay chasing with Sardone. Clay ties up Sardone. Nolan Hartman comes in to try and play the puck away. Now Crabtree can't play it out. Now he'll whack it all the way around. Robbins will try and chase, but Middlesex still has it, but they're being kept to the perimeter right now. Now Clay comes out of the pack with it, makes a couple of moves, and now gets it off to Ferreira. Ferreira will chip, and he'll chase it down in. Palmer tries to work it away, and Middlesex will come out with it. 15-16 left to go in the third. And now we've got a hand pass called on Middlesex. This one will come back out for a face-off. So BB&N fights off the penalty kill. And they'll have a draw right outside the Middlesex zone. It'll be Barone against Nicosia. Barone wins it back. Poked ahead by Roof. Team still fighting for it. Now it's thrown in by Barone, but quickly turned the other way by Middlesex. Comes down, Roof able to get it to Barone. Barone hit as he tries to get the pass out. Now Barone able to control it. He'll flip it in deep. Jack Williams will chase it. Puck comes around to the near side boards here. BB&N still fighting for it, trying to keep it alive. And now it is just knocked out and taken by Charlie Brand, and taken deep. And Middlesex will change, and that will allow BB&N to get a chance. But Roof loses it momentarily, does manage to come back and get it back. Thought Conlon was going to have a chance to break right in. As now the pass is played over to Crabtree. Crabtree to Roof. Roof to Walker. BB&N can't get it out of their own zone yet. Walker jamming for it. Now the puck comes out, goes off Walker's skate, comes back into the corner. Roof against Steven Shen. Back to the point, but now it's intercepted by Walker, and he gets it to Romer. Romer with speed. Romer goes to the net. The rebound is there for a minute, but nobody there. Parker Boyce coming the other way. 2-on-2 as Boyce gets the shot in and takes a big hit from Ryan Clay while he does. So Potter able to make the save, bobbled it momentarily, but able to jump right on it. 13:24 left to go in the third. Middlesex coaches yapping, wanting a penalty on that hit by Clay. There's one right out in front. Potter able to jump right on it and holds on for the faceoff. Again, BB&M back in action tomorrow. They'll play Belmont Hill here at the NAC. We'll get to see one of the top teams in New England in Belmont Hill. Clay tries to play it up the boards, but it's intercepted. Now it's back to the point. Shot comes through. It gets redirected. Clay able to just get a stick on the rebound. Middlesex keeps it alive. Into the corner. Crabtree will play it around. Big collision behind the play. And now we've got a whistle as behind the play, Clay was down with, I didn't see who it was. It might have been Sardone. And the two of them were entangled. Clay will come off. They'll actually change the D as Crabtree comes off, and Tiger Tang and Cam Roof will come on for BB&N. 12:48 left to go in the third. BB&N still with the 3-0 lead, and they kick both centermen out of the draw, so it'll be a completely new pairing. And Sardone tries to walk right in and can't, but gets it back to the point. Palmer, shot comes through. It hits his own player, I believe, hit Shinozaki. And now here comes Alex Robbins. Looks into the middle, tries to get it to Ferreira. Ferreira makes a nice move, trying to get it out in front where Hunter Barone is waiting there for potentially another goal. Now another big hit behind the play. That's two. And where they didn't get it the first time, now they are going to call Luke Sardone for the penalty. Believe it was roughing on Sardone. So 12:17 left to go in the third. BB&N up 3-0. 2 goals by Hunter Barone and a goal from Ben Romer, and they'll go back on the power play. Dalio will take the draw. And it's one back to Roof. Roof will walk the blue line. He'll leave it back to Barone. Barone looks. Now gets the shot through, but manages to get it all the way through to Matt Cloutier, and he's able to make the save. 1:49 left to go on the power play for BB&N. Dalio again on the draw with Charlie Brand. One into the corner. Romer can't win it, and it comes all the way back out. Down on James Potter. Roof will pick it up with speed. Got an opportunity. Now he'll leave it back. Now Romer. Romer gains the zone. Romer shoots. Cloutier with the save. And that's back. And it's going to get cleared out. Brand with it, trying to get around Roof. But can't. Roof tries the reverse hit, but at least occupies Brand long enough for Dalio to get it back to Roof. Puck eventually comes over from Romer to Barone, but broken up by Middlesex. Now it's turned and whipped in, and the rest of the BB&N power play will change with 53 seconds left to go on the Knights man advantage. Scott Crabtree with it. He'll bring it through center ice, over the blue line, into the left wing corner, tries to get it out in front. Ryan Clay with it in the corner. He'll whip it down low, but this one will be worked all the way around. And down, 29 seconds left to go on the power play. Crabtree again. He's been effective rushing the puck on this second unit. Now we'll leave it back. Ferreira with the shot. Still loose out in front and just cleared out. And Robbins will pick it up and look to take it back in. 5 seconds left to go. This one comes all the way back down to Tiger Tang. He'll get it into the corner as the power play is over for BB&N. 10 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. This one comes down, will not be icing. Cam Roof will pick it up in his own zone. He'll play it to Bear Tang. Gets it out. Barone to Walker. Walker brings it in. Looks for the trailer. Barone takes a big hit in the corner, then just gets tossed around like a rag doll. But they keep it alive. Jack Williams. Now we've got a whistle. And there is all sorts of shenanigans going on. Barone took a hard check in the corner, which is totally fine. But then the guy grabbed him. I didn't see who it was. The guy grabbed him like a rag doll and just threw him to the ground. And Matt Palmer is going to the box for Middlesex. And I think the Zebras are a little bit frustrated. The Middlesex Zebras are a little bit frustrated. It's been a tough season for them. They won handily over BB&N in their first meeting. And now here at BB&N, they trail 3-0 with 9:40 left to go. It's a double minor on Palmer. No, now it's off the board. Now it's back to a single minor. So they're actually, it's not going to be a power play. They're going to go matching. They're going to give Tiger Tang a penalty as well for BB&N. So we'll play 4-on-4. Clay has it hop over his stick, but he's able to get it down deep into the zone anyway. Romer will battle for it. Robbins comes out with it. Robbins tries to go across the goal mouth, and Crabtree with the one-timer, and Cloutier got through him, but he was able to make the save before it went over the line. Good opportunity there. As BB&N will change up. Romer, Robbins, Roof, and Jack Williams out on the 4-on-4. Back to Roof. Now comes over Jack Williams with the shot. Cloutier with the save. Robbins gets it back out in front. Romer had a couple of guys on him. Now Williams able to step in and keep it in. Gets blasted for his efforts. And now Middlesex able to bring it out. Sardone with speed, trying to get around Jack Williams. And the shot believe Potter got a piece of that, send it to the back line. Now we've got another whistle and another penalty. We've got an elbow, and things starting to disintegrate here for Middlesex.
Give him the 10.
As Sardone goes to the box, and he is actively in discussion with the referee about the situation. It's an elbow on Luke Sardone. And for 1 minute and 7 seconds, BB&N will play 4-on-3. And then for the rest of the time, they'll go back to 5-on-4. $8:47 left to go in the third. No scoring yet in the third period. BB&N took the 3-0 advantage into the period, and that's where we stand. Puck is poked away from Hunter Barone, and Shinozaki will chase. Barone comes out with it, runs right into Shinozaki, and the puck comes back in on Potter. He'll leave it for Roof. Roof will take it, gets it over to Dalio. Dalio gets the line, they back off. Dalio, Barone, tries to flip it back over, and Dalio will just stop it, but now they can't keep it in at the line as Roof will bring it back. 26 seconds left on the 4-on-3. Then it'll become a 5-on-4 for BB&N. Romer at the right point. Romer walks in, moves right in, is tripped. It comes in on Cloutier.
No trip.
They're not going to call that at this point. As it was a good move into the net. But 12 seconds left on the 4-on-3. And Romer trying to claim that he was tripped, which probably has a decent argument, but Ferreira will take the draws with Robbins and Clay and Crabtree. This one is won hard by Middlesex ahead and out of the zone. 6 seconds left on the 4-on-3, which is about to become a 5-on-4. Crabtree brings it up, stops in the corner. Worked around, but now it's stopped by Crabtree. He gets it all the way around. Robbins. And BB&N just not able to keep it in. 33 seconds left on the 5-on-4. Ferreira will bring it up. Ferreira circles the net. Looks, tries to get it out in front. He had a couple of bodies and sticks out there, but they couldn't connect. 18 seconds left on the man advantage. Under 7 minutes left to go in the third period of play. Walker brings it into the corner, has it taken away, and this one's flipped all the way out. And the penalty is over. And Clay, and immediately out of the box, Sardone comes out in front and able to be worked away by BB&N. Robbins will take it. He'll bring it in. He'll try and leave it. Walker, though, keeps it alive. Good stick. Gets it toward the net. Hit a skate in front as the hitting picks up, as the frustration starts to pick up on both sides. The looped pass, and they're going to call that as played with a high stick. Sardone is beside himself. They are going to call behind the play, though. They are going to call a penalty. They're going to get Alex Robbins, I believe, for a hold with 6:06 left to go. So this has been a choppy third period. Temper starting to boil over a little bit. They tried to spring Sardone on a Hail Mary lob pass. He's still arguing his point. Barone set to take the draw against Nicosia. BB&N on the power play, and a dive by Williams, but he can't clear the puck. And now we've got a battle,
Kick him out.
and Barone and Sardone. Sardone just continues to go at it and be a problem for everybody, his own Zebras, as well as the ones with yellow, with orange armbands. And both Barone and Sardone will go to the box. As we are under 6 minutes to go here. Case and Homan trying to make some point.
How long are they going to leave this game again? I mean,
So 151 left to go on the Robbins penalty. It was only 9 seconds into the power play that the contretemps between Barone and Sardone erupted. So we'll play 4-on-3. We'll play 4-on-3 for 151. And with the long delay, BB&N able to get Ryan Clay and Scott Crabtree back on the ice. So it'll be Romer, Dalio, Clay, and Crabtree, although... So we are going to play 5-on-4. We're going to play 5-on-4. Dalio comes off, Jack Williams comes on. So 5-on-4 for 151. Off the draw, goes back to the point, knocked into the corner. Crabtree whips it around. It's kept in at the point. Now left point into the slot. Clay with a good stick. Romer able to whip it down, and it goes off Matt Palmer's stick and all the way down. 125 left to go on the power play for Middlesex. Nicosia brings it in, tries to split the D, can't get anywhere. Whips it around to the corner. Crabtree chases, but now it comes all the way back around. Packard at the right point, has it back, trying to look to get it through. Potter steers it aside, comes back out in front, shot over the net by Shinozaki, and now we've got another whistle as Charlie Brand and Ryan Clay were entangled. And by entangled, I mean Charlie Brand was cross-checking Clay's head into the ice.
go in the box, 22.
So now 22 is going to the box. And we're going to go to 4-on-4, I believe. So Brand, who scored a goal against BB&N in their earlier meeting, is done.
Oh, there goes Luke.
Sardone is also done. And a frustrating Friday night for Middlesex. they must have looked at the score on Wednesday. They must have seen that BB&N was capable of beating ISL teams, but they have seemed a little surprised about the outcome today so far. Back to the point, it's Roof. They're playing 4-on-4 for 50 seconds, and then BB&N will have a power play. Tiger Tang shoots wide. Taken back by Ian King. King tries the long pass out. They try the chip. Conlon tries the chip around Roof, and BB&N will retreat into their own zone. 4:34 left to go as Williams brings it into the middle, into the slot. The shot hit somebody going through. I don't think it ever got to Cloutier and went out of play. 19 seconds left on the 4-on-4, and then BB&N will go on a power play for about a minute and 4 seconds with 4:24 left to go in the third. Palmer takes it off the draw, trying to get one last rush in on the 4-on-4. Comes back out to center ice and dribbles to Clay. Clay to Romer. Romer to Dalio. Dalio gets it over the line, gets it in on Cloutier, goes to the boards. Palmer, BB&N now with the man advantage, but able to be cleared out by Middlesex. BB&N playing it more like a conventional set with Crabtree and Clay on D. No, now Clay moves up to the front line as Beartang comes up, gets around, comes in, tries to leave it over for Williams, and it's tied up, and now there's a scrum behind the net. Clay in the middle of it. Everybody trying to grab him and pull him down. Not working. 38 seconds left on the BB&N man advantage. 3:39 left to go in the game. As it's still a power play for BB&N. They've got Hunter Barone with Ferreira and Robbins. Roof and Tiger Tang are the D. Scramble off the draw. Roof will get it into the corner. Now he'll get it back. Hops on some snow, but Roof able to keep it in at the point. Roof with the shot. Hits a skate. I believe that was Conlon that got it. Right back out in front. And just missing the opportunity was, I believe, Barone. Barone and Ferreira were right there. And somebody just didn't get the stick on it. 19 seconds left to go on the power play. 3:20 left to go in the game. Puck is won back, and Palmer can't clear it out. Tiger Tang keeps it in. Ferreira gets it to the net. This one comes all the way out. Barone tries the slap shot, but can't get it. Long outlet pass is picked up by Barone and backhanded back in. Penalty is over. Teams are back 5 aside. This one is played down by Barone, but they don't call it high stick. Nice pass from all the way in. Barone with the chance. Ferreira made a beautiful backhanded pass to free Hunter Barone. Barone looking for the hat trick on the day, but Matt Cloutier, who has been very good today, makes the save for Middlesex and keeps this at 3-0. 2:44 left to go. Middlesex wins the draw again. Hex Packard gets it out to center ice, but Middlesex can't control it. Now they dump it in. Potter stops it, leaves it for Ben Romer. Romer will take it out from behind his own net, gets it over, and BB&N will get it back out to center ice. Max Liang tries to play it back to his D, but it goes all the way back into the Middlesex zone with 2:15 left to go. Zebras will work it out. Packard gets it down in the corner. Clay down to play it. He'll backhand it away. Walker comes across. Romer will just flip it out to center ice. It could have been called a high stick, but not at this point. Ferreira plays it back to Clay. Clay just plays it to open space. Dalio was exiting the ice. He thought he was playing it to Dalio, but Dalio was headed off. This one is tipped up and in. Clay chases it back. He'll play it calmly over to Scott Crabtree, who'll get it out. 90 seconds left in this one. Puck in the corner. Clay tying it up, I believe, with Shinazaki, I'm sorry. And this one comes back out to Clay. He flips it just outside the zone. Back in, would have been offside. Now Clay to Robbins. Robbins back into the middle. Both teams batted around a little. Now Palmer steps in, shoots it over the net. Good opportunity there for Middlesex as BB&N just chips it out. 40 seconds left to go. This one comes all the way down in. Roof will reverse it. Robbins holds, works it out to Dalio. Dalio stops. He'll turn it back. Robbins will just get it in deep. 20 seconds left to go. Puck comes right out in front, and it's taken away. Conlon now to Shen. Shen gets it all the way down in. It's whipped around by Roof. Stopped at the point. Headed back toward the net. Roof will just take it. And that is it. BB&N, who hadn't won an ISL game in 3 years, now wins 2 in 72 hours as they beat Middlesex by a score of 3-0. It's a shutout for James Potter. It brings BB&N back to 500 on the year, 11-11. Not sure anyone would have thought that except the most optimistic at the beginning of the year, but a terrific performance today from the Knights. Goals, 2 goals from Hunter Barone, a goal from Ben Romer, Cam Roof with 2 assists, and Bear Tang with an assist, and the shutout for James Potter. So that is going to do it for us once again. BB&N with their second straight ISL win as they come up big over Middlesex, a 3-0 final. We'll be back with you tomorrow. Belmont Hill comes to town, and we'll have that game for you in the afternoon, a Saturday afternoon game right here on BB&N Hockey here on YouTube. So that's going to do it. I'd like to thank John Dalio for running the camera for us today, and thank all of you for watching. For all of us here at BB&N Hockey on YouTube, I'm Steve Clay saying thanks for watching. Once again, your final score, BB&N 3 and Middlesex 0.